How's it going, guys? And welcome to another session of the Let's Talk show by Interlingua. I am Mike, and today we're going to do things with a little bit of a twist. First of all, today is a very interesting topic, which we are going to talk about our influences, the things that we admire, the people we look up to, the people who we are fans of. Are you a fan of someone? Are you a fan of a group? Maybe a sports team? What is something that is almost like an obsession to you without being that extreme, of course? Be sure to participate in the comments and give us your opinion and to participate more and more in the content of the Let's Talk show. And like I said, we're going to do things with a little bit of a twist because for this show, I am actually going to be one of the guests, and today's host is going to be Carmen. So let's bring her out. All right.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Carmen.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Ready?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Ready.
Let's go. I'm really passionate about this content. And we have one more person left. Let's bring out Adri.
Hello.
Alrighty. Carmen, we're here. We're in your hands.
Okay. This is a great responsibility, but I can do it.
Yes, you
Very nice. So, of course, Mike already introduced the topic for us all. Thank you very much. And yes, I think everybody is a big fan of something, no? So guys, what are you fans of? What do you like? Let's start with Mike. Mike, what do you
Okay.
like? Do you love?
Okay, I am actually, I got my little outfit on, showing what I am, and I have some stuff here to show what I'm a big fan of. First of all, well, like to begin that I'm a big fan of anime. I watch anime pretty much every day for different purposes. It helps me a lot with stuff, and the hat, the shirt are all wrestling merchandise. I'm a big fan or a big passionate fan of wrestling, lucha libre, that sport. I watch wrestling from all over the world, of course, Mexican, American, Japanese. Whenever there's a good wrestling match, I look for it. Also, I'm a big fan of music. I'm a big fan of comics, manga, but those could be like my top two, anime and wrestling.
Yes, I think I have seen that everything has been like much more popular. And I mean, I'm here for it, you know? I like it very much because now, first of all, it is much more easier to get every kind of merchandising, you know? Like, no matter what you're looking for, you find it easy. Very good.
One of the good things about the internet.
Right. So, Adri, what about you? What do you like?
Well, in my case, I am a very big fan of BTS, a Korean boy band. I was going to wear a sweatshirt, but right now it's very hot, so I thought a better not.
Okay.
And then now, but I could say that I am also a Potterhead. I am a very big fan of Harry Potter, so I guess those two are mostly.
Hey, so you also have merchandising from the things you like. That's
All right.
okay. Also we also have merchandising of Harry Potter. Yes.
I do. I don't have as much as with BTS. I have one deck card my sister gave me for my birthday. And I have one, mostly it's everything everybody gave me for my birthday. I have one cup that it's in the shape of a cauldron. But that one, I don't use it anymore because my dad stole it and now he uses it as a pen holder.
Very good, guys. Yes, of course, as we mentioned, everybody likes something. But I would like to know, guys, how did you start liking it? No, I mean, how did you discover that maybe that sport or that band, that gender? How did you start with that?
Okay. Well, in my case, I remember I was 11 years old, and this is wrestling. This is wrestling. I was 11 years old, and like pretty much every single kid from that time, I was watching a lot of TV. And I remember in this channel called Cartoon Network, there was a mini series, a couple of sketches about El Santo. It was called Santo contra los clones, Santo versus the clones. And and that really got me thinking because I liked them a lot, and it struck me like, oh my God, like we always admire the Avengers, the Justice League, all of these American heroes, but we also have heroes of our own, which are the luchadors, the wrestlers. So after that, I found out that near my house there was going to be a wrestling show.
Yeah.
So I begged my uncle to get me there because, oh, please, there's El Hijo del Santo versus Blue Demon Jr. There's also El Hijo del Perro, like the top talent.
Yes.
So he took me, and I just fell in love with it. I fell in love with the show. I fell in love with the atmosphere, the outfits, the masks, the athleticism, the maneuvers, everything. And of course, the people. Like every time I recommend people to go to a lucha libre match, I always tell them that they will also lose a little bit of stress because not only the wrestlers or the luchadors are going to entertain you, also the people with what they yell, what they scream, you know, when they mess with with other people, when they mess with the luchadors. I mean, they make you laugh. So it's a wonderful environment. And my first close up to anime was like pretty much every single kid who grew up in my generation. I mean, we had it as an everyday thing, thanks to Open TV. We used to watch Dragon Ball, Saint Seiya, Caballeros del Zodiaco, Sailor Moon, Ranma en Medio, that. But I became more of a fan because I started to check out more and more content as years went by. And now I'm like, I don't want to say addicted, but it is a big part of my life. It is a big part of my life. I use anime for pretty much different purposes, thanks to the different genres that there are. That's me.
All right. Yes, I mean, probably if you ask 5 different people if they like anime, it's like maybe they will say yes, no, but there's like this thing that they will probably like a different kind of anime, no, because there are many others. So that's something I really like. You know, I mean, I haven't watched so much anime, but I have seen a couple, no, and they are all so different, no. That's very cool. Yes. And what about you, Adri? How, well, of course, there was a boom of the BTS, but how did you start liking them?
Well, honestly, for me, it's like it goes way back to when I was a kid. Because honestly, K-pop has been all over my life since I was like always. But it started thanks to my dad, because he's a very good fan of the Beatles. And I grew up like the Beatles too. So I was a hypocrite, and Carmen hit me back. Because I had a lot of friends that like K-pop, and I used to say, oh my God, why do you like K-pop? Blah, blah, blah. I was like those two rude people that insulted people who like them. And then it was around 2016. Yeah. I found a video of people watching a video of K-pop. And there was this man in one of the videos that had a really, really deep voice. And I said, oh, what is this? So I jumped to the video. I liked the song. And then I told my friend, look, I found this song. And she said, why are you watching this? Oh, no. And then she got very excited and sent me a list of like 10 videos of the same band, which turned out to be BTS. And she explained that it had a whole story. Like, it was not just music, but it had a story and it had meaningful lyrics and everything. And I decided to watch it. And that's when I jumped inside the rabbit hole. And I got very obsessed. And as time progressed, I started calming down, but I got the merchandise. I got to see them when they go, they make videos live. I see every time they drop a song and everything. So I could say that it was sudden, very sudden, but I went hard.
Yeah. So would you say that maybe now you are like, I mean, you like them, you are a big fan of them, but at some point in your life you were like obsessed, deeply obsessed with them?
Yes, I'll say yes. Especially, it was probably the first 3 months when I met them, because they have a lot of information, they have a lot of music, they have a lot of products. So you continue watching. I mean, I've liked them for 6 years now, and I still don't know everything. So I imagine that.
Okay. Yes. All right. That's very cool, guys. Yes, it's very nice. Well, probably I'd like to think that you see that many people see, like, oh, it's just a phase, or a moment in your life, and it's like, oh, this is the real me, and I think it is, probably, as you mentioned, it goes a little bit down, no, but it's always in the heart,
Definitely.
Very good. Very nice. So now I'm going to ask you some specific questions about things you like. All right?
Sure.
So, Mike, well, of course, you already told me that we can understand that you have seen wrestling live, right? So, can you mention us what was, for example, your favorite one so far, or the last memorable one?
Oh, okay, the most memorable one. You see, oh, no, I have one. I do have one. There is this annual tradition in Arena, Mexico, which is a very distinctive structure in Mexico City, and it's actually called the Cathedral of Lucha Libre for all those fans. And there is an event that they annually do, which is called Night of Legends, Noche de Leyendas, in which they invite wrestlers who are not that active anymore, but they can still perform like 1 or 2 matches every now and then. And it was the first time that I saw in the ring a lot of figures that I wasn't able to see as a kid, because I'm not from Mexico City. I mean, I'm from Acapulco, and yes, of course, we had wrestling in Acapulco, but I mean, not as frequently as here in Mexico City. So I wasn't able to see a lot of these legends. And because of that, one night, I think it was, it probably was 5 years ago, I think 2018, I was able to do it. And yes, I mean, you could say that because of their age, they weren't able to perform as great as they did on their golden years, so to speak. But I felt really thankful for being able to at least watch them live. Like the title says, like the title of the event says, they were all legends. And to elicit a few, I mean, for the viewers or for whoever wants to look into it, I saw Fuerza Guerrera, which is a wrestler with a big mouth. El Trío Fantasía, Super Ratón, Super Muñeco, Super Pinocho. Actually, one who was retired made a comeback for that night, and I was like, yes! My last opportunity, and I took it, is called, the wrestler name is Cien Caras, El Capo de Capos. So I just I don't know. I felt like a lot of the stuff that I love them because they make me feel like a kid again. And that night I felt like a kid again.
All right. That's very cool. Oh, it's a very sweet story, like a kid. Yes, I like it. Very good. All right. That's great. Very good. And Adri, well, I think you already told me you love no BTS and you like them very much, and you know many things about their, I suppose, their lives, because as I understand, they also like, I mean, they become in celebrities 100%, no? So it's like everything in their private lives goes public, no? So as I understand, they are going to do, or they are going to go into their military service really soon, no? Because it's past 22 when they have to go. So in your expert opinion, what do you think will happen when they are going into the military service? Because many people think that the band might disappear. What do you think?
Well, this is just like we're just making suppositions because we still have 2 years to wait. Because right now, two of them, because they are seven, and right now, two of them are already there in their military service. So we are just waiting for the other five. uh, and they made the theory that they will return, well, or they, better say, they will finish their service in 2025. And the company actually sent an article saying that they might return with a CD or with music in 2026. So we all have expectations that they will return. But honestly, a lot of people is saying that, including me, that if they don't, it's okay. I mean, yes, I am going to be sad if I don't have more music, because I like to listen to new things and they are very experimental. But again, they have been working for 10 years now, a lot, nonstop. So it's very tiring for them. I know, I imagine that being a celebrity is tiring. So if they want to rest, they can do it. I mean, they have enough money that they don't have to work for ever.
Yeah. 18 years. Did I hear right?
10.
Then I was like, oh my god, so they were working when they were babies.
No, not 10.
I was like, what? Because I know that in Korea, like these boy and girl bands start working and practicing and training like since they are little kids, right? Like,
I don't know if since little kids, I guess it depends on the person, but there are some that do start very young and then they debut when they are like 14, 15. So yeah, it's a lot.
yeah, and it's a lot of hard work. I mean, I've seen some videos of that. I mean, they train like. Well, I saw a video. I suppose it's kind of similar, at least in that way. For example, about Blackpink, no, and I think they train like many hours every day. No, they have to follow a strict diet. They have to take care of their personal image. Like so many things that yes, it would be very tiring. No, be like them.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, let's go with one more question for each, and then the rapid fire. All right. Okay. So, Mike, I think everybody who likes something has tried to do that itself or himself. No. So, have you ever tried to do wrestling? Would you like to? Would you have liked to?
I would definitely have liked to. I till this day I think it's still my frustrated profession. The thing is that I was never able to do it because I mean where I'm from, the places where they trained, they weren't that good, and they were very far from where I used to live. So I wasn't never able to train. And a couple of years ago, I really started to consider it. I was looking for gyms where they trained, but the schedule wasn't for me because I had a lot of responsibilities. And for the sport right now, I'm too old. Sadly, like I mean, just like just like a K-popper star, a K-pop star, they also start very young because they wrestling has changed over the years, and ever since the 2000s, wrestling has become very athletic. Like they do a lot of maneuvers, a lot of flexibility, a lot of moves that probably only a gymnastic would be able to do. Aerial maneuvers. They jump a lot. They do flips and stuff. So they are most likely to exploit all of that when they are in their early 20s. Some of them even have debuted in underage, like Rey Mysterio, one of the most known names in the world. He started when he was 14. So, I mean, they start off very young, of course. I mean, they perfect their skills over time, but they are pretty much, like I said, able to exploit their potential during their early 20s. That's when they become like stars, or they are called for the big companies around the world. And well, I just turned 30 and I'm like, starting from scratch in that craft in my age, like it's now. It was a tough thing to accept, but I'm going to stay as a fan as well. But I would have loved it. Definitely would have loved to do it.
Oh, that was, yes, it was very nice. I don't know, like, now let's cry together.
Please.
I mean, I think it's very nice that, because you see that, for example, some people get frustrated, no? So if they cannot do it, they just forget about it, no? And they pretend it doesn't. So I love very much that you are planning to continue as fan. I think it's a very nice thing. Like everybody loves something. So as we mentioned, now in the heart forever. Very good. And Adri, well, I don't know. This is just an hypothetical question, and I don't know if it is like a bit out of place. But has BTS, like this band, and all the research you do about them, inspired you to know also more about the Korean culture? Like not only about them, but their culture, their world, country music.
It did actually. Right now, I am studying Korean on my own because it's kind of expensive, and where I live, there are no teachers. But I was one of those typical, what they call them, Korea boos, that they said, "Oh my God, I want to go and live in Korea." Blah, blah, blah. But I got informed. I didn't do it blindly. As years pass, is that Korea is not for me. BTS is my main group that I like in K-pop, but I open myself to more groups and artists, and honestly, it's a completely different world. And we also have the dramas and on Netflix. They are super entertaining. Some are very cliche, but they are very entertaining. The movies are amazing. Yes, I think that even if it's a different world, it's still something that we should all learn because it's the world we live in. So I think we shouldn't base it only on a band that we like.
Yes. Yes, I mean, that's why I asked, no? Because normally, like, one thing takes to the other and the other and the other, no? So we get involved in everything.
Definitely.
Yes. So now I would like to start with the rapid fire. So,
Sure.
what would you do if you met your idol?
I would probably cry.
I would
I
turn
would definitely would cry. I'm
I
sorry.
would turn around and leave.
Adri!
They need privacy. They are also human beings. It would be weird to just appear and say hello when they don't know you.
Yes. Once I saw, I mean, he wasn't like that big star, but he was just a TikToker, no? And I saw him in a parking lot of my school, no? And I stopped for a moment and I was like, is he not? And then I was going to get to say hello, but then I was like, no, like, he's with his wife, it's very awkward. So I only did this, no? And
Oh.
nice, and he also did this to me, and it was everything I knew. So yes.
All right.
Question number 2: how much would you be willing to pay for, I don't know, for not to know those people or maybe to see them in a concert? Would you spend the savings of your life?
I wouldn't.
Not now.
No.
No. But I mean, to give you a limit, 2,000 pesos maybe. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Like that's it.
All right.
2,000 is enough. No more.
Yes. I don't know how much were the tickets of Blackpink in Mexico City, but I know that, I mean, of course, as closer you got, they were like super expensive, no? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was around 2017. There was this KCON. And I said, oh my God, I want to go. I want to meet these different idols. They're going to be there. And then I found out that per day it was 3,000 the ticket. And I said, yeah, I'm not going.
Per day?
Per day.
okay. Yes, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yes. We love them very much, but
Not that much.
other things first.
But we're not obsessed.
Exactly. Yes. Anyways, and one more thing. What would you like to be famous for? I mean, if you became an idol, for example, what would you like to be recognized for?
An actor.
You would like to be an actor, all right? And other
Probably a singer, yeah.
singer, all right. Very good, guys. So everybody has a dream. Okay, very good. I mean, I honestly thought Mike wanted to say that he would like to be a famous wrestler, So
That ship has sailed, unfortunately. But that was like my dream from 2011 to probably not 2011. No. 2004 from 2015. But that's it. Game over.
an actor. Very good. All right, very good, guys. So I think that's it, Jay. Thank you very much for your time. Let's continue loving what we love. And please, guys, write in the comments what you love, what you're passionate about. And if you have ever gone to a concert like of a person that you really, really like, and we'll with you in the comments. All right? Very good.
Alrighty. Chayito.